So, the Epstein files. I didn't want to speak about this truthfully, but I've been asked by many to give my opinion. I've resisted until now, not because I'm afraid, but because I recognize what this moment actually is. What has been released to the public is not simply information. It is an energetic event, a psychological experiment, a literal psyop, and in many ways, an occult ritual playing out in full view. Millions of pages have been placed onto our collective field, not as a gift of transparency, but as a test of consciousness. This is what is known as revelation of the method. The system shows you the crime openly, while remaining completely untouched by it. Spiritually, this is important because power that hides is different from power that reveals itself and still feels untouchable. That is a deeper level of control. This was never about justice. It was about calibration. Inside these files, we're confronted with something that many of us already sensed, a system that treats human life as currency and children as property. What we are being asked to witness is not just corruption, it is the sacred violated. And that lands in the nervous system before it lands in the mind. So the question becomes, why now? From a psychological standpoint, this looks like the classic overload event. Too much darkness, too fast, with no clear pathway to accountability. When a human is flooded like this, they don't become more awake. They shut down, they disassociate, they scroll, they normalize. And that is the outcome the system is quietly betting on. If we can be shown this level of evil and horror and still carry on exactly the same, go to work, pay your bills, etc., something in us fractures, not politically, spiritually. By releasing some files while withholding millions more, they are teaching us a subtle lesson. Horror can be visible, but accountability will remain out of reach. Over time, that conditions the psyche to accept a reality that should be unacceptable. You were trained to admire these elites. Now you are being shown who they truly are, not to free you, but to desensitize you. And here is the most important part of my message. Awakening does not require consuming trauma. Clarity does not require drowning in darkness. And morality does not require self-inflicted psychic harm. You did not need these files to know something is deeply wrong. Your body already knew. Your intuition already knew. Sometimes the most sovereign choice is not to dive into the abyss, but to refuse to let the abyss live inside of you. So protect your energy, protect your spirit, and protect your mind from being used as a battlefield. Don't jump into these files because the system doesn't just want your obedience, it wants your consciousness. Real resistance is staying grounded, staying present, and spiritually intact in a world designed to fracture you. If you feel disturbed right now, that means you still have a conscience. Hold on to that. That is your power.